I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Since you do realize it, maybe you should stop doing it.
Stop doing what?
That.
But I was talking about...
The children would think that they are some captive zoo animals, Leela.
I don't think they should be exposed to such a grotesque sight. Imagine the impact it would have on their minds.
And what impact would locking them up in their rooms have? Leela, you're making them mindless vegetables.
Bhaskar, can you please cancel today's dinner?
Leela, Mohan's in town only for a couple of days. And I haven't met him for over a year now. I have to meet him.
But what will he think if he looks outside?
Achha. And what will he think of that?
Do I have a choice? Look at me. I have not seen it. Not once. And it still makes me wreck. Just the sounds. Imagine how it would affect the children.
By behaving like this, you're making it worse for them, Leela. Just pretend that they're not out there. Don't let them get to you.
But how? The sounds. I wish they didn't make such a racket.
Leela, just ignore them.
The sounds haunt me all the time. They come into the house and refuse to leave. I'm scared. At first it was only when it was going on. But now from the moment I wake up.
Relax, Leela. Relax, meditate. Remember what your Guruji told you.
I wish it was that simple, Bhaskar. Please call the police. Please, for my sake. It's been over 2 weeks now.
Now, Leela, we have discussed this plenty of times in the past. Anyways, what do we tell the police?
That we're frightened.
Achha. They'd laugh at your face if you said that.
I know. You told me that they don't have time for minor offences. But why can't someone take them off from here? Why can't they just go somewhere else? It's actually the noises, the sounds that make me...
Leela, calm down. Calm down, Leela. Get a grip on yourself. This is exactly what they want. To destroy our peace, to make us paranoid. We can't let them do that to us, can we?
But tell me, everybody's talking about it. All the neighbours. I'm sure we can do something together.
Bhai, who has time for all this, Leela?
I'm sure everybody wants to act on it. But it's just that nobody wants to do it alone.
But why should we?
Well, Sushila was saying that it is...
Leela, more than the sounds outside, I think you should ignore your friend Sushila and most importantly her advice. Sushila. Leela, everything will be alright when Mohan comes. He always has something interesting to talk about. I'll tell you what. We will shut the windows, draw the curtains and play some nice music when he comes. Arey, why not play some music right away?
No, don't. Let me just enjoy a few moments of silence in the house. Anyway, the sounds will start in some time.
Oh, Leela, that must be Mohan. Please cheer up, Leela. Please. I'll go and open the door. Hi.
Hey!
Come on. I'll get you another drink.
Thanks, yeah. So, Leela, what else? Bhaskar was telling me that you have started going to this Guruji. Who's this?
Well, it's really relaxing.
Yes.
Also started doing some yoga now.
A little peace of mind is very important, Leela.
Yeah.
Where are the kids?
Oh, sorry, Mohan. I just forgot to ask. What will it be?
The same.
Large?
Nahi yaar, small kya karta hai? So, what was they saying?
Here.
Thanks. Kids, where are they?
Asleep.
Already? What time do they leave for school?
Actually, long day for them.
Achha. So, Bhaskar, what time does this thing start here?
Another 15-20 minutes. Usually around dinner time. Come on, Leela.
And where do you see it from?
That window.
You told him?
Oh, darling, I had to. He was bound to notice something.
And you still decided to come? No. I mean, what I mean is that it's terrible.
But why? I mean, in fact, I insisted because I was curious.
About something like this?
Well, you don't get to hear of incidents like this every day, do you?
Leela, it's not as if somebody is going to get hurt or something, bhai.
Yeah, in fact, Bhaskar was telling me that it's just far enough to see everything clearly, to not get involved, and close enough to see everything clearly.
But it's very frightening. I can tell even without seeing it.
Oh, Mohan, my Leela, she is very sensitive. Leela.
I can imagine, Bhaskar. It's hardly a thing for a woman.
I suggest you don't see it either. It's awful.
But what's the harm in looking?
My Leela, She's found a second guru, her friend Sushila, who's been telling her that if you see a crime happening and do nothing about it, you also become part of it.
Oh my god. Some intellectual friends you've got there, Leela.
MA in political science, Mrs. Sushila,
Ah.
lives next door.
That explains it. These intellectuals. So, why doesn't she stop it herself then, Leela?
She wants to. I mean, her husband, he is into.
I'll tell you. Bhaskar, these intellectuals, yeah, always confusing simple issues. In any case, what's the harm in looking? And you have not seen it even once, you're telling me, right? So, why let it bother you, Leela?
Hear the sounds and you know what I'm talking about. It's bad enough.
What kind of sounds are these? Loud, hysterical, high-pitched, shrill? And is the victim shouting for help?
I don't quite know. I don't even know whether it's the same voice every night, huh?
I think it's a cry for help. Why else would somebody be
come on,
screaming like
Leela.
that?
The screaming doesn't prove anything. People scream for all sorts of reasons. Who knows? This might be a domestic fight.
Acha?
And how can we interfere in somebody else's private life?
But this is hardly private.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to be involved unless, of course, it's a murder or something.
But this surely isn't a murder.
Yeah. The victim is usually moving and twitching even at the end.
Do we have to discuss this?
Well, Mohan, could this be torture then?
I doubt it, Bhaskar. In any case, torture is too vague a term.
Yeah, I also think that torture is too discreet. Done in a private place, not as exhibitionistic as what they do outside.
Exhibitionistic. That's a very specific sort of term you use, Bhaskar. Why do you call it that?
Well, because it's done in full view of 3 buildings, bhai.
In front of decent, ordinary people like us. They must be stopped.
Yeah, and why would someone torture anyone randomly? I mean, there's always some kind of motive or some reason behind torture. For instance, police investigation.
Usually there is. But I read in Time magazine once, many, many years ago, that a nice, decent American family went around torturing people just for the fun of it.
Acha?
Yeah.
Terrible things happen in America.
Oh, Leela must be part of some weird cult group, huh?
Speaking of cult groups, Bhaskar, tell me, do these people know that they can be seen?
Yeah, I think so. Because all the people with their lights on during the incident have had their windows smashed.
Smashed? Gosh, that's terrible. They can be prosecuted for it, But coming back, what exactly is the nature of that activity? As in, what exactly do they do?
Well, the victim is usually held down by 4 assailants.
That's terrible.
And what are they wearing?
Naked, they're clothed initially, but gradually they tear off the victim's clothes and then in some sort of excitement take off their clothes also.
Oh, please. Does this have to be discussed?
It's important that we do, Leela. Otherwise, how else can we tell what's happening?
Yeah.
Anyways, Bhaskar, the victim. What is the victim wearing initially? Sorry.
Usually rags and tatters and all
And
this.
and the assailants?
Torn clothes, torn pants.
So they're obviously not rich. As long as it's the poor attacking the poor, I don't think we need to bother. You know how it is, right? They live their lives and we live ours.
So, we don't do anything?
Bhaskar, tell me, have you seen any strange objects around these people? Like, say, carved stones or figurines, relics, an idol or something?
Well, not that I remember, but why do you ask?
Everything's clear to me, Bhaskar, now. That's it. You remember all the description, right? The wild abandon, the screaming, the exhibitionism, even the nakedness. Now I'm sure, Bhaskar. It's a religious ceremony. Sacred rites.
What?
But Mohan, how can you be so sure?
But that explains everything, Bhaskar. Why no one goes to the help of the victim? Because if it is religious, then why will anyone interfere? Even the police.
But what kind of religion is this? It's disgusting.
Leela, I think we need to be more tolerant here. I don't think we should object as long as they don't hurt anyone else's sensibilities.
But they do hurt my sensibilities.
But that's only up till now. Until you didn't know of the religious sanctity of the entire event, right?
Bhai, I am with Mohan. I'm sure it's some kind of religious rite.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't sound right. All that green.
Why, Leela? Look at our sadhus. They sit willingly on nails and walk on smoldering coal. Look at the fast days. And all that flagellations with the knives.
But that is people hurting themselves, not brutalizing others.
Maybe the so-called victim is a mutually consenting partner. Maybe it's some sort of penance.
Well, maybe it's something of...
Now, Leela, do you feel better now? I see, it is some religious rite.
I don't know.
Now can we please let off the children? Please.
I'm still not sure. I don't think they should be witness to such a sight.
Oh, Leela, you're too much.
Anyways, you both must be hungry. I'll just get the dinner ready.
Chalo, I'll put on some music. Leela, lights off. Now, Leela, we've already discussed what it actually is. Let this not disturb you too much. See, you're hardly eating anything. Let me see.
Religious or not, I hate these sounds. We are expected not to meddle in their affairs. Then why force something like this on us?
What do you mean?
Why do they force us to keep our lights off? And smash our windows if our lights are on? Who could that be?
Oh, that must be Nana and Surinder. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. They had mentioned that they would be coming this part of town, and I told them that I would be here, so
It's all right,
they
Mohan.
said they might just drop in.
I'll go and check you eat.
Thanks, boss.
Hi.
We just started eating. Come join us.
Hi. Mohan, so good to see you.
How are you? Where's Surinder?
He's gone to find a place to park. He'll be up soon. I'm so sorry. I didn't think you guys would have started dinner. Sit, please. Join us, Nana. I'll just get two more plates.
No, Leela, please don't bother. We've just eaten.
What's that sound? I didn't hear anything.
Actually, Nana, the local slum dwellers are performing a religious ceremony.
Exactly.
A religious ceremony?
Yeah.
Are you sure? It didn't sound like... Let me just go and see. You never know.
Nana, I think you should sit down. Come,
Yeah, Nana, I think it's considered bad luck to watch such things.
Listen, it really doesn't sound like a religious ceremony. Let me just go and see.
No, Nana, wait. Nana.
There. I told you not to see it.
There.
Softly, Nana. Leela is hypersensitive these days. Please, softly.
A woman. A woman's being...
Come. Dragged around by her feet. But, Mohan, are you sure that this is some kind of a religious ritual?
Of course it's not.
I didn't realize the victim would be a woman, Bhaskar.
But how come? Haven't I mentioned it to you that from past 3 weeks the woman has always been a victim?
Bhaskar, I'm beginning to think this is an exorcism of some sort. I mean, look at that. All that beating, pounding. The way she's struggling like the very devil. It's funny how it's the women who get possessed most often.
Oh, weaker sex after all.
What's wrong with the two of you? Can't you see? There's a woman being raped. Gang rape.
But Naina, how can you be so sure?
What do you mean, how can I be so? What does it look like to you, for heaven's sake? 4 naked men holding a naked woman down with her legs apart. Are you both blind?
I'm going to call the police.
No, Leela, wait. There's one possibility we have not considered.
What? I mean, what's left?
She could be a whore. I mean, she's with 4 men at the same time.
And how does that prove that she's a whore? She could have been abducted from somewhere, brought here forcibly.
And a decent woman don't submit to this sort of a thing.
If she's a whore, then it's not rape. Then on what grounds should we call the police?
Exactly. After all, what's a rape?
A rape is when a woman is forced to have sex against her wishes.
Right. But a whore is a woman whose entire livelihood is sex.
Bhai, anyways, what does a whore have to lose? She's not a decent woman who'll be raped.
So only decent women can be raped, huh? So what's the point in being decent?
Naina, look out there. Look out there. That's the point of being a decent woman. Had she been a decent woman, we people would have gone to her rescue. She's not. Therefore, she's being left to her fate.
Please, Bhaskar. I mean, even a whore has a right to choose her clients.
Choose her clients. And whatever rights a woman has, Naina, she loses them as soon as she becomes a whore.
So you mean if she's a whore, we can do nothing about all this?
But what's there to do? Either we can watch or not watch. That's all.
They're animals, really. Decent people like us can't understand their lives, Naina.
So you mean she loses her right to be a woman just because she's not vulnerable to rape?
Right. After all, one of the major differences between men and women is that women are vulnerable to rapes.
So only women are decent enough to be raped, huh?
Yes. And men are not.
So if men are not vulnerable to rape, they're just indecent whores. Is that what you mean?
Listen, enough! Call the police now! I don't care if she's a whore or not. This has got to stop. Not in front of my house at least.
But Leela, tell me, what do we tell the police?
I don't care. Just get it stopped. But
Acha,
please,
okay. I'll call them. Is it 100?
Yes, please quickly.
It's okay. The phone's not working.
Oh, that was Surinder.
I'll go and check.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Surinder, thank God you're here.
What happened?
Just take a look. Come.
What happened?
Hi, Surendra. Why do you all look so...
Oh my god, what the hell are we still doing standing here? Let's go wipe them out, these fuckers.
What do you mean, Surendra?
You mean kill them?
Surinder, please.
These animals understand only one thing, and that is violence here.
Surinder, but we can't.
Surendra, we just can't go in.
What do you mean we just can't? As it is, the poor woman's life is over. And she's probably going to commit suicide even if she lives through this.
But do you really think you would?
There's no time to think. You know, either we just go down and deal with these fuckers or we let them piss in our faces like they're doing right now.
Surinder, please don't get so
You
excited.
shut up. This is no time for women's nonsense.
And what do you mean piss in our faces?
Now, why should we get involved in what these people do?
Exactly.
I mean, they have done us no harm.
Listen, what do you think these turds are doing? Screwing one woman, huh? And they have nowhere else to go, so they come here and do it. After putting on the spotlight so that all you people can watch. They're screwing the whole bloody colony, damn it. It's not like they don't know we are standing here. They know we are watching and we're too scared, shitting in our pants, too scared to do anything but watch. They're pretty making jackasses out of us, damn it. And you, Bhaskar, you can't see that.
Oscar, I see.
Of course.